Pemirsa, masih bersama kami dalam Gelar Wicara dan kita masih bersama dengan Dr. Cheolhee Kim. Mr. Cheolhee Kim, can you give example of how Korean established a lifelong learning system as a core element of society's safety net?
Yes, and almost government or public sector support in the all education, and then industry, and then welfare, like this one. So I think that it leads to convergences, policies and policy making, because almost in the, for example, and then for youth, and they need to in the educational service and the welfare service and information of the labor market or industry and company information service, but it's separated like this one. And the other hand, and is in youth, in the case of youth, and then they need to, it's different in the educations, and then allowance and subsidy, or and employment, and then re-education. They need to every time everywhere they want to participate in accessing the training or education program. This is separate and then this is divided. So this is connect, and then this I could say this is a safety net in the education and training, and in larger I can say in the social safety net is covered in the industry, welfare, and employment. This is very important point, and then it's very difficult and complicated problems in each countries, and because this is separated in each part of the charge of the separated in each department and each ministries. So I suggest this is very accumulating like this all informations and incorporate with the share of the role and work, and this is communicating informations.
So how does actually the Korean government, motivate teachers to continue learning, to improve their skill and competency? How the Korean government, keep pushing them or motivate them to do so?
Yes, that's okay. That's good questions. And then finally and basically, and then I think that the leading group is industry and the labor markets, labor market needs, skill needs. So and government is part of the needs in the everywhere. So government is implementations of the using analysis of data and survey. And every year we survey for skill needs and the workforce needs. And then this is the law of the government and central government. So this is very important law.
Okay, so there's a law, there's really good laws. In dealing this digital education transformation, what kind of opportunity do you think we have, especially for Indonesia?
Yes, Indonesia, as you know, Indonesia is very big.
We have big country, yes.
And then Korea is a small and strong country. And then, as you know, Korea is a very dynamic country. We have so many benchmarking, and then we also have a try and error. So, and then, but Indonesia very slow working, but you have a very, I hope in the Europe, saw in the future and the long-term vision. And I just communicate with the Minister of Finance. He shows and announced in the big picture of the 2045. This is a very big picture, and then this is for going to those goals and gain those goals. This we needed to invest in the education and vocational and education training and skills development. It's very important. So this is, I hope, in the increase in the budget and the effort for and then reform ideas for each stakeholders in your country.
Okay, so can you give us messages for educators or stakeholders in dealing this Education 4.0?
Yes, and this is, we have to go in the field and company and industry and the labor markets. What you want in the day one to in the these requirement, and then just now in our students and teachers and capacity level, and then this is compared in this gap, and how to decrease in this gap, and then this is how to engage it in the government or all stakeholders. This is we will solve these problems.
Okay, that was the last question. Thank you very much for your time. Pemirsa, demikianlah perjumpaan kita kali ini. Saya Nyoman Widianggreni dan seluruh kru yang bertugas mohon undur diri. Terima kasih dan sampai jumpa.